have jotted down 7 points here, but if you have any point in mind, do let me know in the comment section. First is the plot. The plot is the sequence of events that unfolds your story. Plot में आपके what do we consider in your plot? It includes introduction, the rising action, the falling action. It has to be well constructed so that the readers can engage with your narration. The second thing is the setting. Alright, the second is very important because it provides the backdrop for your narrative. Alright, it has to compose all the things, for example your time, your place, your environment in which the story unfolds, and it has to be vivid, it has to be descriptive of the setting, and the reader that is reading your narrative would be able to have an idea that what is happening around, what is the setting, what is the how is the situation there. Number third is your characters. Your characters are the heart of any narrative, and they have to be developed relatively, and they have to be memorable characters for your reader. If your reader is reading your characters, there has to be something that would connect the reader to your characters. That is the reason that he would love to read your characters with full dedication. So the characters are very important. The personalities, their motivation, their conflicts, everything should be included in the character. Their feelings, how they carry themselves, how they are concerned about others, what are their consolations. Everything should be regarding your character's emotions should be there. Number fourth is your conflict. Every compelling story needs a conflict. It can be internal within a character's mind, or it can be external, like for example against characters or nature or society. The conflict जब का conflict होता है, that makes your plot to move forward and create tension and generate curiosity and make it suspenseful, and also it is very important that you should make it a little bit dramatic or gloomy, or something should be going on that the reader would love to read, that would make the reader interested in your story. Number fifth would be your theme. Alright, the theme is the central idea of your narrative. It reflects universal truth, the dilemmas, the moral life lessons. Themes can be subtle, but they can also be explicit. They have to have the depth that your story should have. Number 6 would be your style of writing. Your writing style influences the reader to perceive your narrative, right? You have to consider the tone, the language, the voice. What format are you aiming for? The conversation style, the conversation that you wrote down, the dialogues. For example, if you are writing something in inverted commas, how is the person saying that dialogue? Is he screaming? Is he yelling? Is it blaring? What are the emotions? How is it being jotted down? These are the points that you should keep in your mind. Point of view of your narrative. The point of view means that it has to be first person, okay? It could be the third person. First person is I, and third person is he, she, the name or they, any pronouns or nouns you can use. So the first person is your intimate view, and the third person is more objectively. It actually very much affects how reader connects with the characters. Okay, so you have to remember the narratives allow for creativity and freedom. It allows you to explore different genres, different genres, for example, fantasy, mystery, drama, and much more. Set something that you would be interested to read. Set something for the reader that if in the future you would read that, you would very much be acquainted, or you would very much be obsessed, or you would very much be consolated by that writing. And it could be a happy writing, or or it could be a writing that would have a happy ending with so much conflicts, or it could be a writing with sad ending, or it could be a writing that had no ending, that the reader has to just clarify for himself, or has to give his own opinion that what does he think. So narrative writing is the most interesting thing about it, that you do not have to be so precise. It could have as many characters as you want, it could have as many paragraphs, it could have as many conflicts, but you have to use the vocabulary for that purpose. You have to use good vocabulary, precise vocabulary. Punctuation marks should be there. There should be transitive devices that has to be used. Conjunctions, the use of conjunctions has to be there. How you are connecting the two sentences, everything should be accurate. So please go think out of the box, give your unhinged ideas a chance, and then start writing it. Alright, I'll give you the question that you have to write on.